if you want to be like the top 1% of YouTubers, you cannot solely rely on the YouTube algorithm anymore to catapult your growth. Nowadays, there's the expectation that you have to invest in other social media channels. This may include platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, or even X. By doing this, you'll be able to inject growth for your YouTube venture. So if you want to turn your YouTube channel into a nurturing funnel like Alex Hormozy or Dan Martell, then you have to implement this exact strategy that I'll be revealing to you in this video. So with this strategy in mind, you'll be able to sustainably grow your YouTube channel even if you were operating in a really small niche. So in this video, I'll be breaking down this social growth strategy that the top 1% of YouTubers are using in order to inject growth, so it'll be easier for you to implement it yourself. So to begin, why can't you just solely rely on the YouTube algorithm? Well, think of it like this. All of these YouTube gurus always mention that you should focus on a very specific niche or a very small niche on YouTube so you can establish yourself as an authority figure. This sounds good, and I actually totally agree with them. But unfortunately, it's not as simple as that. What they aren't telling you is that if you really want to grow in that small niche of yours, you need to capture as much attention as possible. Since your niche is so small, there's no guarantee that you'll hit a large enough community solely on YouTube. Your niche might be spread across a lot of different platforms and not even know about your channel in the first place. Therefore, if you solely focus on YouTube alone, it's going to limit how much growth you can experience. Sure, you can make the argument that there are so many case studies out there where channels explode after uploading their first video, but you're actually just looking at the success stories and ignoring the thousands that have failed doing the exact same strategy, which they falling victim to success bias. So to avoid these pitfalls that I just mentioned, something I would recommend is to post and share your YouTube channel or videos as much as possible on other social media channels. In fact, this is a strategy that I often recommend my own prospects and clients to do themselves to drive traffic to their YouTube channels, especially if they are working in a very specific and very small niche. The reason why you want to focus on a strategy like this comes down to two crucial points. Firstly, by promoting your channel or video on different platforms, you'll be able to hit communities and niches that were previously unaware of your presence. Let's use my client MJ as an example right here. MJ focuses on helping a lot of e-learning designers gamify their training experience. A very small niche and a very specific one as well. From the sounds of it, you'd think her channel won't be able to reach the viewers she is trying to hit and fall victim like the other 99% of creators. But this is actually not the case for MJ. What MJ is able to achieve from her YouTube channel is a booking rate of 1 call every single day for her training program. So how is she able to achieve this? Well, she actually cross promotes a lot of her videos on her LinkedIn page, where the rest of her niche can be found. To capture their attention, MJ creates LinkedIn posts that heavily relates to the YouTube videos that she has uploaded. She then will provide a link to her video within her post if her followers and readers want to learn more. Through this, she's able to drive traffic from a secondary source to her YouTube channel. And as you can see on your screen, she tends to get a lot more interactions and impressions when she promotes her YouTube videos on her LinkedIn page. So from this example, it's clear that if you promote your videos on other platforms, it allows your community and your niche to become aware of your content, and this causes them to be converted over. Another crucial point you have to know when it comes to using other social platforms is the fact that you can easily know what kind of content your community wants to see. If the community you are trying to hit often discusses their issues, problems, or desires on a different platform, this gives you a lot of leverage and a lot of insight in knowing what kind of content they are looking for. You then can create a video that directly answers that issue and submit it as a possible solution. And that's exactly what the 1% of YouTubers often do to a great success. To show you what I mean, this is a strategy I implemented myself when I grew my first YouTube channel back in 2020 to really understand the problems and issues that my niche was dealing with, which were high school students trying to apply to my university's very specific business program. I often went on Reddit to find my ideas. Just like my client MJ, I knew for a fact that the community I'm trying to hit was majority located on Reddit. I spent hours researching, collecting data, and certifying specific problems that I can make a video for as a response. Of course, this took a huge amount of time on my own part. That's time I will never get back, actually. My god, that was a lot of time. But then this gave me the upper hand and the leverage I needed of promoting the bank of videos that I created as possible solutions to those issues those students are experiencing. Just like the example that is being shown on your screen right now. And as a result of this, I experienced huge growth from my channel and thousands of high school students converting over from Reddit to my YouTube channel. And this eventually led to dozens of high school students applying to become coachable students of mine. Of course, I didn't get them to pay because I kind of felt bad getting high school students to pay for a service like this. But you guys get the idea. So what can we take away from this video today? It's clear that solely focusing on the YouTube algorithm alone is not a viable strategy as you might think it is. In actuality, you need to feed and inject growth to make your channel gain traction, especially if your niche is really small. Just like what Alex Hormozi mentioned, YouTube is an S-tier social media platform that you need to be focusing on since it has the potential to convert 80% of your traffic. But then this is not to say that you should completely disregard the other social media platforms. Other social platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and X, it's still Twitter by the way, all contribute to not only the growth of your YouTube channel, but for your business as a whole as well. Nowadays, content is the main driving factor to a business's success. So to really capitalize on this and become the top 1% of YouTubers, make sure you're taking full advantage of all the social media platforms where your community and niche exist. By doing that, you'll find it'll be so much easier to grow your YouTube channel and hit the audience you've always wanted to hit. Hopefully, after watching this video, growing your YouTube channel in a very small niche sounds a lot easier now. But if you are looking into ways to monetize your YouTube channel, especially in a really small niche, as I always mention, you should definitely watch this video where I rank the best YouTube monetization methods you have to know about. But other than that, thanks for watching today's video, and why don't you go take everything I just mentioned and go kill it on YouTube.